Well, the Port of Corpus Christi will soon be looking for an interim CEO. This following yesterday's resignation by current Port CEO Sean Strawbridge, who will be on the job until Friday, June 2nd. Now, I sat down with Strawbridge earlier today and we talked both about his decision and the timing of his departure. Help me walk through the timeline. How long have you been thinking about leaving your position here with the Port?
You know, earlier this year, I started thinking it might be a good time for me to step away and continue on my journey in another capacity. And so I started talking to Chairman Zahn about it some months back, and we finally got a little more traction just a few weeks ago.
There have been reports in the media regarding extravagant spending by you, perhaps others associated with the Port. Let me ask first, did that influence your decision yesterday in any way?
Not at all. You know, extravagance is certainly in the eye of the beholder. What I will say is every expense, without exception, to my knowledge, has been compliant with Port policy, with review processes, certainly with state statute, has been approved by the audit committee chair. So to my knowledge, there have been no expenses that have been out of compliance with the Port's policies and best practices.
If the reports are to be believed, you're going to be paid for the next 2.5 years. You get the company car and a significant amount of cash. But beyond that, can you understand why this looks more like a mutually agreed decision that it's your time to leave rather than a voluntary resignation? And taking that a step further, is that really what happened here?
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the separation agreement. But when you have an agreement, of course you have to have mutual concurrence. So it is a mutually agreed decision for me to leave. And that is included, there is certainly precepts in the separation agreement that recognize my contribution during my 8 years. And I'm grateful for the commissioners that voted in support of that separation agreement.
Now, we'll put the entire interview up on our YouTube channel. Coming up tonight on 3 News at 6, we're going to hear from Strawbridge on the one thing that he wishes he had done differently during his time at the Port.